following video, we'll go over how to create an add-on or modifier in Control. Okay, let's go to Control. To create a new modifier in the system, you would go to Setup, Pricing Setup, and then click on Modifier Setup. Now you would select what category you want the modifier to go in. Once you've selected, you would click on New Modifier. In this case, I'm going to create a banner stand modifier. The important thing to know about modifiers is that it's independent of a product, so I can attach it or add it on to any of the products in the system. For the modifier code, I'm going to actually give it what the modifier name is. So in this case, I'm going to call it banner stand. Category, of course, tells me what category it's in. Print as is the name that you will see on your if you choose to show modifiers on your invoices or estimates, this will be the name that you'll see. And the question / label is the question that's in the modifier grid. So I'm going to go ahead and put in a question. In this particular section here, we have the ability to tell what type of modifier this is. Will this be a yes/no modifier by selecting checkbox? Will it be a number modifier where we're putting in a cost or a value for the particular modifier? Or in this case, will it be a drop-down list where we're pulling a selection list and tying it to this modifier to select the type of, in this case, stand we want to select. So I've already went through the system and created a selection list for the banner stand. So now what I want to do is actually pull in that list. And I actually can click on the button next to the list that has a pencil inside of it. I can click that button and it's going to take me directly to the selection list. That way I can see the values that's in the actual list, or the type of stands that's in the list, as well as the price that I have associated with it. So let's go back to our modifier setup. Let's close the selection list first, and let's go back to our modifier. Because the modifier is independent, we're going to have to put in its own particular price. If I had parts tied to my selection list or to the modifier itself, on the parts tab, I can use standard cost plus pricing or suggested price from part. Of course, standard cost plus pricing takes the default cost multipliers and the cost of the part to get the price of this particular modifier. The suggested price from part takes the same part's cost, but the modifier that's linked on the part to get the actual price for this particular modifier. In this case, we're going to use this formula, and basically all we're going to do is say that the formula is quantity times the price value that we had in our list. And to pull that value, we would say it's the list price value. That's the function that's going to look at the list, and we need to put in the variable for that list. And since it's a modifier, it's always the variable for it will always be quantity applied. Now once I have my pricing in, or once I have it set, I want to go to the product tab and then link this modifier to a product. In this case, we click on add, open up the cut vinyl category, and I want to select my vinyl ready banners. So now I've added my modifier to a product. If I had any parts that I wanted to tie to this modifier, I would come here and tie it. In this case, I'm not going to tie any. And let's go ahead and save the modifier. So now I have my banner stand. It's in the system. Next thing I want to do now is go to my open up a new order and then view the vinyl banner, the vinyl ready banner product. And then I want to go to my modifier grid. So I want to click on my add-ons tab, and that way I can see the actual grid. I'm actually going to click on the more button so I get a bigger view of the grid. And then now I can see my banner stand. If I click on my drop down list, I can see my different types of stands in here, and if I select one, it's going to add in the price from our selection list. This will conclude the video.